Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're unraveling a pretty massive mystery. How powerful machines are out there making critical decisions that even their own creators can't fully see. I mean, we interact with artificial intelligence every single day, right? We rely on it for everything from trivial movie recommendations to literally life-altering medical diagnoses. But beneath that incredibly polished surface, there is this profound opacity when it comes to how these systems actually learn and decide.
So let's dive right into this unsettling black box problem of modern AI. We're living in an era where algorithms are optimizing their behavior in ways that completely obscure their internal logic. They get a mathematical goal, like, say, maximizing accuracy on a massive data set, and they just run with it, creating rules so complex that the exact reasoning is hidden from the human designers. Which obviously begs a massive question. Can we truly trust a machine if we have absolutely no idea how it arrives at its conclusions?
To really grasp the real-world stakes here, we actually need to rewind a bit. Let's look at a verified, totally real case from way back in 1988 at St. George's Medical School in the UK. This wasn't some futuristic sci-fi scenario. This was a very practical application of early automated decision-making. The school brought in a computer program designed to help their admissions staff sort through a giant mountain of applicant profiles.
Well, what happened next was a stark warning. The UK's Commission for Racial Equality eventually discovered that the school's program was trained on historical data from previous human admission staff. And by learning from that data, the system inadvertently learned to duplicate all of those human reviewers' deeply ingrained biases. The algorithm wasn't explicitly programmed to be prejudiced, of course not. It was just quietly digitizing cultural prejudices by finding hidden patterns in past human behavior. The hard evidence? It broke down to nearly 60 candidates being denied admission specifically because they were women or because they had non-European sounding names. The machine simply figured out that being a woman or having a non-European name correlated with rejections in its training data, so it applied that rule ruthlessly. It hit its mathematical goal perfectly, but it completely failed our ethical standards. It's a perfect example of how a system can satisfy a math target while totally failing the society actually using it.
So looking at this timeline, it's pretty clear that algorithmic bias is absolutely not just some new glitch in modern deep learning. It's a deep-rooted historical issue. As AI evolved from the super rigid rules of the 1950s through the hard lessons of that 1988 St. George's case, public concern naturally skyrocketed. By the 2010s, high-profile issues with algorithms handling things like criminal sentencing and creditworthiness created this huge demand for transparency. And that ultimately culminated in massive, structured guidelines, like the 2023 NIST AI Risk Management Framework.
Real quick, before we look at how we actually peek inside this black box, if you're enjoying this story or finding it helpful, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. It seriously helps us keep producing these documented deep dives and exploring these critical frameworks with you.
All right, so this brings us to a fundamental split in how modern systems operate. We basically have two main approaches to AI. On one side, you have symbolic AI. This operates like a highly traceable reasoning engine. It uses clearly defined rules and logic. It's what we call a white box model, where you can trace every single step of the decision. On the flip side is connectionist AI. This relies on a black box web of artificial neurons that adjust via weighted learning, kind of like a biological brain. It's amazing at learning patterns from messy data, but the logic, it's buried in millions of numerical weights.
Now, if these opaque connectionist networks are just left completely unexamined, the fallout is huge. It generally categorizes into three main danger zones. The NIST framework maps these potential harms out clearly. Harm to people, which means threats to civil liberties and physical safety. Harm to organizations, like major monetary loss or reputational damage, and harm to an ecosystem, which includes massive impacts on the global financial system or even our natural resources. So yeah, the risks are vast. As public concern mapped its flow across the globe, major agencies knew they had to step in. In the US, DARPA actually launched the Explainable AI program, or XAI. Their mission was absolutely crucial: develop glass box models. Basically, they wanted to create systems that keep a human in the loop. That means you, the human user, can understand the AI's thought process in real time, figure out if you can actually trust it, and extract knowledge, all without sacrificing the insane performance of the neural network. What's really fascinating about that research is how it highlights a crucial difference: explaining the mechanics versus interpreting the meaning. Explainability tackles the how. It represents the underlying literal mechanics of the AI's operation.
Interpretability, on the other hand, tackles the why. It gives you the meaning of the AI's output within its real-world context. Put them together, and they allow us to genuinely make sense of what a system is spitting out.
But here is the real kicker, the accuracy-explainability trade-off. It's this constant, difficult tug-of-war that designers face. You can build a highly accurate deep learning model that is completely inscrutable. Or you can build a simpler, sparse linear model that is perfectly transparent, but honestly, it's going to be way less accurate at complex tasks like image recognition. Navigating this trade-off requires looking at the exact context of what you're building and deciding what values matter most for that specific application. So to address all of this and build systems we can actually trust, the NIST risk management framework outlines a set of interconnected characteristics, and I mean interconnected. It proves that a highly secure but totally unfair system is ultimately useful to us. An AI system should be safe, secure, and resilient, explainable and interpretable, privacy-enhanced, and fair. And enveloping the whole shebang is the need for the system to be valid, reliable, accountable, and transparent. Neglecting just one of these can shatter the trustworthiness of the entire system. To actually put this theory into practice, the NIST framework gives organizations 4 core functions to systematically handle these black box risks. First, you govern by establishing a safety-first culture from the top down. Then you map out the context and identify where things could go wrong. Third, you measure, using both quantitative and qualitative tools to really assess those risks. And finally, manage is where teams prioritize the risks and make the hard call on whether the system should even proceed to deployment. Ultimately, looking at all of this, it forces us to take a really hard look in the mirror. Think about it. If these machines are merely digitizing our own cultural data, learning from our past hiring practices, our medical decisions, our historical biases, is the real black box the algorithm, or is it us? Thank you so much for hanging around until the end of this explainer. If you want to see more documented deep dives into how we navigate this wild technological frontier, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.